afternoon, everyone. My name is Jason McManus. I'm the vendor business manager here at Ingram Micro supporting GCP. So just really encouraged by so many of you that have joined today's sessions and also still with us today. We still have so much more in these sessions to spread to you, right? And we would love for you to stay with us through each section that we have. Also, for those of you that are joining us for the first time, we're just really thrilled to start engaging with you and showing you all the great things that Ingram Micro can provide. So in this section here, we're going to showcase our Ingram Micro support, our growth journey, and show some emphasis around Ingram Micro and how we can better support you. So as Peter and Raul did a great job reviewing, Ingram's primary goal is to play directly off of that and really fold and incorporate Google Cloud into your digital transformation journey, or even get you off the ground with GCP for the first time. So for this section, we're going to focus on our 4 pillars of what Ingram Micro provides you as extended value for your GCP practice. We're also going to take a look at our partner levels, which Raul touched on, but this really just means building your bench, extending your resources, and also increasing your resale margin. We're going to look at some of our great support resources that you'll have with us as well, and really cover at a high level of what your GCP authorization is. So this will allow you to start purchasing. So here we are, starting at the top left. These are our 4 pillars. By working through Ingram Micro, we're really going to provide this guidance to help enable you, put you on those paths that Raul just mentioned, right? So this will serve us as your trusted advisor and essentially your extended arm to make sure that you're on the appropriate path to develop your skill sets and improve your technical bench, as well as develop some scaling activities. So Ingram, as John mentioned in the beginning, has an outstanding infrastructure team, right? And we have a proven methodology to build a successful IaaS practice through your core competencies and develop a plan to really help you execute in this space. So a lot of this comes down to strategic planning. And by doing so, we're going to help you cultivate your approach through solution selling techniques with the goal to ultimately drive your approach to profitability. And this leads directly into your competency build. So not only do you have access to Ingram's technical and business resources, but you can also leverage Ingram's resources to tap into key areas of your business, such as education, healthcare, and pro services. And we have a dedicated section for each later to review with Lisa and Mike, as well as some sections that also relate to how Google can help drive, and we can work together with that same goal. Training and enablement, of course, that's a huge piece. Google does a great job of offering a ton of free on-demand training through the Partner Advantage program. And you're going to hear this a lot. Partner Advantage is a repository for everything that you might find, from training to credentialing to some of the marketing materials that they put out frequently. I suggest you, if you haven't already set yourself up with a profile, it's partneradvantage.goog. Head there, get enrolled, and start getting familiar with some of that content. But also through Ingram, we're happy to coordinate and dedicate one-to-many GCP trainings. Whatever your team needs, talk to us about what you could find as a strategy to start selling some of the GCP services and offerings. A big play in this space also is utilizing our pre-sales support architects and post-sales professional services teams. This offers a ton of value. We could go on and on about how we as an extended service can help you not only capture some business, but also help with that post-delivery. Managed services, of course, providing consulting, solutions design, as well as building and complement your existing IaaS practice. So I'm not going to steal Gilbert's thunder, who's up in about 20 minutes here to talk about some of the bulk of that. But cost optimization services is another piece to make sure that you can optimize your cloud assets, identify those hidden costs, and reduce your overall spend. Sales and marketing, I think here too, you can relate to how important we can be a provider in this area. leveraging our cloud marketplace. It's a self-service portal where you're going to purchase GCP for the first time to unlock a sub-billing account where you can start to build projects or transfer existing projects in. But this also helps consolidate your billing, and it gives you access to our go-to-market hub, which is another channel for you to leverage your user demand gen content to deploy to your customers. It also includes campaign collateral, pitch deck, selling guide. So I would recommend, if you haven't been there before, the go-to-market hub is a great resource for that. Along with helping you build go-to-market strategies to build a pipeline. It's a big piece, and I think our dedicated marketing that we also have, from MDF to vertical focus to being just a proactive provider and having involvement at all maturity levels, is key in this space. And then lastly here, the activation and optimization. John touched on it, but Ingram's ability to help optimizationalize is key. Our migration and deployment services that Ingram provides, along with our cloud optimization platforms, our GCP expert services, and really the ability to deliver a quality review, is key and top of mind. We also touched on some of the cross-selling. Peter mentioned the synergies that we have between Workspace, Chrome OS, and also GCP, right? But it's also evolving in this space. As you know, with our past solutions, this area is exploding and continuously growing. So containerization, virtualization, these are all mainstream and all areas to continue to drive your cloud spend. We can help and further talk to you about how we can incorporate some of that. On the next slide here, what you're seeing is our partner levels. So you can see from the top, premier level, partner levels just below, and then member designation. Member levels is your basic sign-on for when you sign into Partner Advantage for the first time. You becoming a partner is your next status up. This is allowing you to take a deeper strategic partnership with Google by becoming a partner, right, and earning your partner badge. And then from there, we have the Premier Partner level, which is reserved for our top participating companies. This is the most exclusive tier, of course, that gives you additional margin. But more importantly, I think Ingram's goal, right, is to get you there. What can we do to take you from not only a partner level, but incorporate your skills in a way that you reach Premier level status? And that's a goal of anyone's, right? When you come on to Ingram Micro for the first time, it's a true partnership. What can we do to train you up, build those chops, and make sure that you have the resources that you need in order to get there? You'll also see, I mentioned this, the Partner Advantage link, right? But you're going to hear this a lot throughout the deck. This is a great repository. And Peter, if you can go back one more slide, I just want to touch on margin. I don't think that the margin's carried over, but at a partner level, that's 7%, right? So any resell margin will be 7% for your partner level status. And I'm going to talk to you in a second here about how easy it is to become a partner at this level, but also make sure that you're enabled with the appropriate credentials that you need to maintain this status. And then Premier is 13%. So if you look at partner level at 7%, with Direct, it's 2% more that we offer because Google Direct is a 5%. So we have that nice parity plus model. And then Premier level, which is typically offered at 12%, we're offering 13%. So not only are you getting additional resources, right? I think no one's going to bat eyes at additional margin here through Ingram Micro today. And then as we continue on the next slide here, one after that, you'll see what is required, right? So when you look at a partner level, we keep it very simple. 2 technical and 2 sales credentials are required under the sell model. Under the Premier level, of course, you can see that additional credentials, 20 in total, are required, as well as maintaining the appropriate spend. So I think regardless of where you stand today, your goal should be to reach Premier status. I think it would be wise for anyone to understand what credentials allow you to be unlocked in this stage, but more importantly, lean on us. How can we help better guide and support you to take you from that level into the premier status. And then on the next slide here, you can see, I'm not going to go into too much detail, but all the additional benefits that these stages unlock. So at quick glance, you can see there's clear benefits of being a partner with us, right? And at a premier stage, at a premier level, unlocking additional margin, as well as those roadmaps that we have set out for you to continue your growth and be able to strengthen your trajectory. And then on the next slide here, these are our authorization steps. So put very simply, from signing up to Partner Advantage for the first time, I did mention the link, but if you wanted to get a jump start, that is where you need to go, and in part of our authorization process as well. Step 2 would be to create a cloud identity. This is a backbone for anything Google account related, right? If you don't already have a workspace account, a cloud identity will satisfy this requirement as well. And then connecting to our channel. Ingram Micro is available in the dropdown. When you hit that select bar, it'll give you, as well as at the bottom, there's a PDF that will go over every step-by-step direction to become authorized here. But ultimately, selecting Ingram Micro as your 2-tier distributor. And then finally, the ability to transact on our cloud marketplace. As I mentioned before, this is a self-service platform. If you're not familiar, head there, type in GCP, Google Cloud Platform. You'll be able to purchase your first sub-billing account. And then from there, you'll receive a welcome email with username and password for you to either start building your project or transfer the existing project that you're managing today over to Ingram Micro. And then lastly, this is just more detail around the services, right? We have our modern support team, a completely local modern support team for all ticket escalations. So you're in good hands with our team that is well-versed across the board. Anything that comes through for the needs of an escalation, we can pass it over to our modern support team and help them triage that request in a way that you're meeting your SLAs and having all the timeliness that's required to make sure that you have a strong end customer relationship. We're a big key to that. It's been a successful resource and so many other vendors through Ingram today, and we're happy to use this team to service your GCP needs as well. And then technical support, of course, I touched on that, and we have a section that's coming up on here shortly. But for your assessments, your architecture, your pricing, your migrations, we're a great resource for that, along with our professional services arm that will come after the fact for your professional and managed services that we can also provide. And then lastly, this goes with anything, is our great finance teams, being able to provide you financial support, whether that be extended credit terms or just being there to help you and connect the dots to make sure that you have a strong platform in place to consolidate your billing and also have the resources that you need to be successful.